Dance Dance Revolution.
Welcome back, everyone! Alright, I'm going to take advantage of the fact that, hey, I'm running this in emulation. I can do whatever I want, and I can pause the game. So I paused it on the title screen so that it'll just be quiet and I can do my introduction uninterrupted. How's that? I'm learning. Here we go, right? Oh, wow. Alright, so welcome back. Getting ready to do Dance Dance Revolution. Nothing. The reboot of the series, I guess. But Hottest Party 4 in Europe. Whatever. Hey, I have insanely high hopes for this one. Man, Hottest Party 3 set the bar so high. I was really blown away, honestly. Like, it was better than... It was way better than I was expecting, and just way better than I... Honestly, way better than I had any business being. But way better than I even thought it could be, really. That was the most fun I've had playing DDR in a long time. And, like, easily... I know I kind of shy away from declaring favorites. When people have asked me, like, what's your favorite whatever, I'm often, like, pretty wishy-washy about it. It's like, I don't really have a favorite whatever. You know, I like this, but I also like this for this reason, so it's kind of not the same thing, and whatever, you know, that kind of garbage. But, man, Hottest Party 3, boom, immediately, hands down, my favorite CS mix. And quite frankly, if it weren't for the fact that it has no doubles, might be my favorite DDR, like, in general. It was really good. I mean, the music was good, the charts were good, the production value was just through the roof, like, way more than I'm used to, again, even from arcade DDR, you know, like, all of the story mode, all of the voicing, you know, they announce all the songs, there's freaking cutscenes, and, like, pro wrestling style intros for the characters, and I mean, it was a lot, and I loved it, and it was great. So, man, this one's got some big, it's got a tough act to follow, some big shoes to fill, all of those all of those sayings, right? Yeah, so I'm excited. But anyway, let me check in with the chat here. Yeah, welcome to those of you that are in already. Looks like Jay and Fuchsia, Kenan, Jay Palmer, Lahe, everybody. Yeah, you know, all the usual suspects. But anyway, I noticed that this one seems to have a new mode they're calling choreograph mode, which uses the remote and the nunchuck in a new way that the other games do not or have not. Actually, Hottest Party 3 might have had something kind of like it. I'm not sure because we didn't really look at it, but I think what I've decided is let's go ahead and do this game, and I'm just going to turn off all of that stuff. I think if gimmicks are still a thing, although I'm not sure that they are, that's fine. But I'm going to turn off any of the Wii specific stuff, the remote and nunchuck stuff, and then let's just do this one and Dance Dance Revolution 2, the next game, and then I'll come back and do like a bonus stream. Woohoo, bonus stream! And we'll do all three of those games. So Hottest Party 3, Dance Dance Revolution 2, and the sole focus on those is let's take a look at what did they do with the balance board, what did they do with the Wii Remote and the nunchucks, and just go from there. So I'm not going to cover that stuff in tonight's stream or the next stream, but I will cover it because I am curious. Because at least in this case, it looks like it looks like the choreograph mode is kind of like Just Dance a little bit or something like that. Because it had the only thing I saw was like in the how to play, it was showing, but it had different moves to do with the remotes, not just kind of like, you know, swing it or shake it or whatever, but actually like point it in a particular direction, raise it up, push it down, punch it out, all that kind of stuff. And I was like, wow, okay, that's something. So I am curious to see that stuff, but not tonight. So all right. I guess let's start the game back up, and I'm just gonna go hop into whatever they're calling the the unlock mode this time. It was tournament mode last time. I don't know what it's called this time, but I'm literally seeing this not quite for the first time, but for the second time in the last 30 minutes, because I have not like pre-played this or looked at it at all. I only just like loaded it just to make sure that it would work for the stream, and that's it. I haven't even played a test song yet, so I'm gonna have to go look to see where the options are so that we can, you know, adjust the timing and all that kind of good stuff. So anyway, I'm just gonna hop right in, and I will catch up with y'all in the chat as we go. All right, point at the screen. It's not doing anything. Holy shit, it did something.
Lesson 4, choreograph style.
Oh, okay, so this is what I saw earlier.
In this game, you use your whole body and dance to the rhythm. Hold the Wii Remote in your right hand and a nunchuck in your left. Watch out for the cable connecting the two when you play.
I bet this is probably...
Let's start with the basics.
This is borrowed
Try
from the
punching with
PlayStation
your
3
right and
move,
left hand.
isn't it?
Everybody say right punch, left punch, right punch, left punch, left punch, right punch, Great. Now let's try something different.
Anyway, there's more to that, but we'll take a look at it later.
Select mode.
Alright, so dance mode, workout mode, training mode. Hey, is there no...
Workout mode. DDR school. Training mode. Wii balance board.
I guess it's just free mode, huh?
Select number of players.
I guess we just unlock stuff in the regular mode.
Select record data.
Okay, punch markers, thrust arrows, pose strikers, swing arrows. See what I mean? There's a whole bunch of different stuff this time. But...
Choreograph style.
Oh, it's gonna force me into this. Well, alright, fine. In theory, these are...
In this game,
hooked
you
up.
use your whole body and dance to the rhythm. Hold the Wii Remote in your right hand and a nunchuck in your left. Watch out for the cable connecting the two when you play. Let's start with the basics. Try punching with your right and left hand. Everybody say right punch, left punch, right punch, left
too.
Now let's try something different. First, swing your arms in a straight line. Let's start from your right arm. Come on, let me hear you say left to right. Say right to left. Left to right. Hey, right to left. Now we'll try the same with your left.
All right, I don't understand that.
Come on,
or I
let me
didn't
hear
get
you
it right.
say
Yeah.
right to left. Say
There we
left
go.
to right. Right to left. Hey, left to right.
Okay.
There you go.
Got it.
Feel the beat as you dance to the rhythm. The shape of the arrow changes, but the basics are the same. Next, swing each hand in an arc. Come on, let me hear you say right to left. Say left to right. Right to left to right to left. Left to right to left to right. Now,
The cable
let's
is
try
a real
and strike a
bummer,
pose.
honestly.
Like the indicators, raise your right arm and keep that position. Come on, let me hear you say up, up. Yeah. Express your joy using your whole body and time with the indicators. That makes your very own special dance. Come on, let me hear you say down, down, right. Down, down, right. Down, down, right. Down, down, right.
Well, that was certainly a thing.
Breaking records and taking names.
Oh, okay, so I guess this is the unlock mode. Or it's just all combined into one thing at this point. Anyway, any song, clear on beginner or higher, clear with the dance gauge at 60%. Okay, so I guess just play, earn points, buy shit. Got it.
Select style. Select dance.
Let's just do classic.
Select music.
Then
Select
options.
options. Select options. Select options.
Camera settings. Did the Wii have cameras? I don't remember that.
Select options.
Or is that like a, oops, we left this in from the PlayStation? I guess we can put in the Marvelous, and then I'm just going to assume this is the same. Again, okay, so just like the last one, where I was saying it actually goes up to 20 now. Yeah, so it still goes up to 20. The last time I had it on 8, which is what I've had it on for all the other games, so that seemed to be okay. So I'll just do that.
Options.
And, confirm.
Select music.
Alright. Well, in theory, I turned off choreograph modes. And I don't see anything about gimmicks, so I guess gimmicks are just not a thing. Which is fine with me. I'm not crazy about them. Let me know how the sound is, like the volume level. I was saying in the last game, in Hottest Party 3, that the intro and some of the like interstitial music was very loud, but the rest of the game seemed normal. This one, the whole thing seems louder. So if it's too loud or if you can't hear me, especially if you can't hear me over the game, let me know and I'll try and make some adjustments.
In the street.
I might have to make some adjustments just so I don't go deaf. Oh, we've got lanes. I've never seen the lanes marked out like that, though. It's a pretty marginal edit there. Bam, bam, bam. All right. We got some points. Whatever that means. Is there like a shop to spend the points, or do I just get stuff automatically? Guess we'll find out.
Select music.
So I want it is your day.
All right.
I'm yours.
Ready? Well, you done me, you bet I felt it. I tried to beat you, but you're so hot that I melted.
I'm probably gonna turn these lanes off. They do nothing for
I'm
me.
trying to get back. Before the cool done run out, I'll be giving it my best. This and nothing's gonna stop me but divine intervention. I reckon it's again my turn to win some or learn some, but I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. Like you. I'm yours.
Why is this in DDR? This is like... I mean, it's a sweet little song, but... it's kind of boring for dancing.
Open up your plans and damn, you're free.
Even fake DDR dancing.
Listen to the music of the moment, people dance and sing. We're just one big family, and it's our God-forsaken right to be loved. Love, 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 love. So I won't hesitate no more. This cannot wait. I'm sure there's no need to complicate. Our time is short. This is our fate. I'm yours. Do you want to come on? I'll scooch on over closer, dear.
Wow. Let's just top off a really boring song for DDR with a Really shitty edit. Thanks, Konami. That's helpful. Oh, boy. All right. Can I select characters? You know what? That's a good question. I didn't see a place to do it, did I? There wasn't one, was there? Unless it's like in one of the menus. Does an NG break your combo? It looked like no, it did not. I don't think. But, and I'm hearing just a little bit of a. I heard a couple of little hits in the audio. I don't know if it's because it's just so freaking loud, which actually let me take care of that, at least in the room, or if it's because I'm actually running. So I've learned my lesson, I guess. The last stream had, I don't know how many, 20 or 30 content ID claims, which is fine, but 3 of them resulted in blocks. 2 of them were worldwide blocks. 1 was a block in the United States only. Interesting. It was Duran Duran and Depeche Mode. Both got blocked worldwide for the videos. And then Chromio got blocked for the audio in the United States. So I had to go make a bunch of edits to get that stream back up so that it can be watched again. But what I've learned is if I download the stream if I download the stream from YouTube, the best copy I can get is 720p. And of course, it's also been compressed, right, by YouTube. And then if I re-upload it again, it will compress it yet again. So so it takes a hit on resolution and a hit on quality for me to re-upload it like that, which is not ideal. I've watched it. I've watched the re-upload. It looks fine, but it is definitely a little softer than the original, and that's a bummer. So I'm trying something new tonight. I'm actually recording locally as I'm streaming. So if I do run into a situation where I need to re-upload, I can re-upload my original quality file. I can re-upload in original quality from the local file that I've got. So, but of course that puts additional pressure on this computer. It's one more thing for it to be doing, and I'm wondering if that's causing the game to glitch just a tiny little bit. I might have to tweak some settings to smooth that out if it gets real bad. But so far it seems okay. I'm gonna guess you all didn't even notice until I mentioned something, and you may not have noticed. You may not have noticed it at all. It was real subtle, so I'm not too worried about it. In general, I'm just pleased because I built this machine to be able to do some heavy lifting. So let's make it do some heavy lifting. Holy smokes!
You've got a new song!
Okay, so apparently it just does it. And then now it's going to ask me to play this song, I guess.
Select music.
Yeah, okay. Let me see. Uh-oh. Is this already disconnected? That's awesome. Okay, so the options are still in there.
Select option.
Individual options. Roll. No, that's not what I want. Guideline? Off, okay. It's cut, isn't it? No, that's... Never mind. So I think guideline is what I want. Let's turn off.
Select options. Select music.
And then my
My
dancer.
dancer.
Okay, so I guess this is how you
Select character.
select your character.
Yuichi. Jun. Reina. Yuji. Cordia. Nova.
It looks like they've got the
Root.
oh nice. They put a beanie on Root. Actually, that helps a lot. That helps his design a lot. 'Cause he always had, since he had the corners, he always just had this like enormous forehead that looked a little too big or whatever. That's actually helpful.
Bosa. Seiha. Bridget.
Is there more? No, okay.
Reina.
Well, I guess I don't really care. I'm just gonna let it be random. If it's gonna be random,
Select
then we'll
music.
just get to see them all eventually. I hope. Alright, so where is this song that I'm supposed to be playing? This one. I find it interesting that the selected song is not necessarily the one in the middle. Like, I can make it the one in the middle, but otherwise it's just kind of like floating out at the side or whatever, which is strange. Man, I turned this thing down and it's still so freaking loud.
To you.
Alright, did I...
Ready? Let's go!
No, it still has the lanes. I wonder how I turn those off.
I'm stupid, I'm useless, I can't do anything
I'm
right.
loving it.
According to you, I'm difficult, hard to please, forever changing my mind. I'm a mess in a dress, can't show up on time, even if it would save my life. According to you, according to you.
You're blowing us away.
But according to him, I'm beautiful, incredible. He can
100 combos.
his hand. According to him, I'm funny, irresistible. Everything he ever wanted. Everything is unfair. Feel like something else, and baby, tell me what I got to lose. He's into me for everything I'm not. According to you, need to feel appreciated, loved, not hated. Oh no, why can't you see me through his eyes?
Here you
It's
go.
too bad you're making me decide.
This song is the ball.
But according to me,
You're blowing us away.
useless, you can't do anything right.
So, Lahe, I think you were the one that had mentioned this in the past. It looks like goods do not break combo. So, looks like this is the one. I guess. Alright, let's see. Oh wow, got a lot of chat to catch up on. Worldwide blocks include Canada. Yes, worldwide blocks include the world. So, as far as I know, if it receives a worldwide block, absolutely nobody can see it except me. It does seem that videos that get blocked, if I'm logged in as myself, I can still watch them. Which is actually one of the reasons why I choose to re-upload rather than to make edits on the original itself, because I can still view the original if I need to, and it's a little bit higher quality, and it also keeps the chat working, the chat replay. If I make an edit to the original, then the chat replay just breaks. That it seems to be just a quirk of how YouTube works. I don't know why that's the case, but it is. I guess I can kind of understand it if you actually have to cut material completely out of the video, because it would change like the timeline. It would change the length of the video, and so if the chat messages are like time stamped, I guess they would probably get out of sync unless it goes to recalculate those, which I don't know how they're doing it, but maybe they're not capable of doing that. And then, but if I just have to mute something, it doesn't change the overall length of the video. So I don't know why even muting blows away the chat replay. I guess they just assume that any edit potentially screws up the chat replay. So if you make any edit at all, it just turns it off, which sucks. Which is the reason why I always try to burn the chat into the video. That way it's at least preserved in some form. Especially like if you're watching back and I'm answering some question, I realize that oftentimes it's, several minutes later, but at least you can kind of like roll back in the video and find hopefully the question, or if you were actually just watching along, you know what question I'm answering, so that's helpful. But anyway, and I'm hoping maybe, at some point in the future, if things change and certain things that caused a block no longer do, that there will be a way to like have a video reevaluated and maybe get it unblocked. I don't know. I mean, I guess I can already do that. I can dispute the blocks. I have never tried yet. I'm kind of afraid to, because I just don't really want to poke that bear, so to speak. I'm content just letting the machine tell me, oh, you can't do that, and I'll be like, all right, fine, just tell me what to do to make it okay with you. But I'm just a little bit worried that if I actually dispute something, that then, a human being has to get involved, and, then it's up to their discretion what they want to do, and I just don't want to, I don't know. I don't want to get anybody to think about it any more than they have to, I guess, is what I'm getting at. So yeah. Yeah, Regen, you said USA likely makes up a good chunk of my viewers. It does. It is actually the largest chunk. We were talking about this in the Discord yesterday or the day before. The United States is the largest chunk of my audience, but not as big as I thought it was. I was assuming that my audience was like 60 to 70% United States, but it turns out it's only about 36%. Now, that's far and away the biggest chunk, because the second largest was Japan, and it's only like, I forget what it was, like 7% or maybe 9% at the most. But so basically United States is 3 or 4 times the size of number 2 for my audience. I was just surprised that it wasn't even bigger than that. But that's great. I'm glad that people are finding it, and hopefully they're having a good time. And I, I'll just keep apologizing if I see people in the chat me being a dumb American, I know English, and that's pretty much it. Like, I know a little bit of Spanish, but not much. And then anything else, it's like, well, sorry? Maybe I'll run it through Google Translate and hope for the best and try and answer you, but, yeah. Sorry about that. But, alright, let's see. Root has improved. The greatest character arc. They do look grown up. Well, they're like all like normal height now, because they were all kind of like squat in original Hottest Party. Not quite chibi, but closer to those proportions than normal. And aren't this game and DDR2 Hottest Party 4 and 5? Yes, they are. Apparently in Europe they were released as just Hottest Party 4 and 5, but in America, they were DDR and DDR2. Because reasons. Oh, the announcer voice comes out of the Wii remotes? I think I have that feature disabled, so I hadn't noticed. Yeah, that sounds obnoxious. When the PlayStation 4 does sounds coming out of the controller, I find that annoying more often than I find it cool. Once in a while, it's like, oh yeah, that's kind of neat. But a lot of the time, it's just like, that's not a good enough speaker for me to want to actually hear that. Oh, you like this announcer and the audience? It seems about the same to me, but I don't know. I guess the announcer has never really bothered me. I actually like the announcer, always have. I mean, I like some announcers better than others, and some of the announcers have been kind of but I like the fact that there is an announcer. I think it adds to kind of like the flavor of DDR, and just like the whole experience. So I appreciate that personally. Anyway, Fuchsia, you said at least it's not blocked on Mars. I have a dumb story about that. So I was saying in the actually I think you were involved in this conversation on Discord, that even though I have a telecommunications, like a video production degree from college, I've never actually done that as my job. However, I did work at a television production company for a few years. I was doing graphics and IT work for them, so I wasn't really on the production side, but that is about the closest that I've been to working in that field. But here's the dumb story. We had talent releases for people to sign who were going to be on camera for the various shows that we were making, which is, very standard, normal practice, whatever. And it was just funny to me, the evolution of those talent releases, because it's basically, like, I, so-and-so's name, hereby release all rights of blah, 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 to this company for whatever. And basically what was interesting was Basically, what the bottom line was, you have agreed to appear on camera for this show that we're making. We're not paying you any money, and we are never paying you any money. Is basically what it was. What it boiled down to was, like any kind of distribution rights or any kind of rights that you might be able to claim, you are waiving all of those by signing this form. Basically what was funny about it is the language just got broader and broader over time, because originally it was something like, release any and all rights worldwide. And then it became release any and all rights worldwide in perpetuity, which basically means forever. And then at some point it became release any and all rights, instead of worldwide, it said throughout the universe. In perpetuity. I guess the thought was, maybe someday we're going to use this video clip on a billboard on the moon, and worldwide doesn't cover that. And somebody would come back and sue us and say, you didn't pay me for using this piece of video on this billboard on the moon, or whatever, and I'm just like, holy shit, guys. Like, seriously? Fucking lawyers. Like, alright, whatever. Throughout the universe it is. So I guess, if there's a multiverse, there's your angle. Alright, I feel like I haven't told a dumb story in a while, but that was a good one. That was fun. Ooh, we're talking about Pump It Up. Love Pump It Up. Can't wait to play those on stream, but it's going to be a bit. Yeah, Pump It Up's interface has definitely, matured and gotten way better over the years. I feel like Exceed 2 is when it first started to be okay. If you play earlier ones than that, oh man, it is so rough. But, yeah, you do eventually get to split difficulties, so that's good. Is Billboard on the Moon a Gorillaz reference? If it is, it wasn't intentional. I don't know any of... I don't know it. You think one of the lawyers watched Cowboy Bebop? I have not watched Cowboy Bebop, so I don't get that one either. But... anyway. What did I not get here? Clear with a full combo. Oh, well, that's okay. Okay. Moving on. Okay, we get it. So far, I feel like this one has been just a very slight tick down from Hottest Party 3. Man, like the unlock systems that we've seen through all of the PlayStation, well, I guess the PlayStation 2 games, and then the Mario Mix story mode, and then all of the Wii unlock systems. They've all been, well, they've been good and bad. I remember X2 being the worst, just because it kept me playing, beginner level songs for 2 hours to unlock almost nothing. And that was really obnoxious. But a lot of them have been, kind of fun. And the ones that have had stories have been, really good, I thought. And boy, that tournament mode, story from Hottest Party 3, it was good. I liked that as much as I did, I think it was DDRX that had the whole, story where, you know, each of the different characters was having something that they were doing. Like Emmy was getting ready for a party or whatever. Like that was fun, you know, to get to see the art and to get to see, you know, like, I mean, obviously it's not like a deep story or anything like that, but it was just kind of nice to have some kind of a, you know, a progression to go along with your progression in the game. And the tournament was really cool because like the whole thing was voiced and they had all the cutscenes and everything was just really, you know, well done. So I'm kind of missing that here. I mean, this is fine, but
Select music.
it's a slight step down. The game itself seems fine though, so I'm not too mad about it. All right, guess let's just move it on.
Like the desert's mist.
Get set. Let's go.
I do wish I could get rid of these
Walking down your street again.
lanes.
I'm loving it.
Door, but you don't live there anymore. I see you since you've been there.
This groove is all mine.
Now you disappeared somewhere, like out of space. You found some
You are
better place,
tearing it up.
and it's you. Like the desert's missed the rain, and I miss you.
You've got the smooth moves.
Like the desert's missed the rain.
100
Back
combos.
on the train. That's why did I come again? Can I confess?
This groove is all
I've been
mine.
hanging around your old address. Years have proved to
Nobody moves like you.
You're long gone, but I can move on and I miss you. Like the desert's missed the rain, and I miss you. Yeah.
You're smoking. 200 combos.
That edit, not bad. All right, let's see. So much talk about Pump It Up, man. Y'all are making me want to play it though. Oh, Cowboy Bebop is set in the future where humanity. Okay, it's that simple. I mean, there's so many shows that are about that. I thought there was like something specific that like Cowboy Bebop had billboards on the moon. I don't know where I came up with that example, but I was just saying like that is outside of the world. What would be considered worldwide, I suppose. The lanes are permanent. Bummer. The same thing with what is it called, like dark, in like modern DDR where it shades the behind the scroll. I don't like that either. And I understand why people do like it and use it, because you know it can kind of help you separate the arrows from the background. But I like the background. I like to be able to see the background animation or video or whatever's back there, and I don't know, it kind of ruins it for me, but oh well. Guess we'll just put up with it.
Full combo. Way to play it.
Select music.
about free zeros.
Get ready.
I know about free zeros.
It's the beat.
Oh, that's slow.
So good. Keep this party rocking.
But we go back so far, swinging in your backyard.
smoking.
All the things that we used to do. We were cool back in high school. I really liked you. Must have been gratitude. And that's why you keep on running in
You're
and out
blowing
of
us
my
away.
mind. As the years they roll by, baby, now I know why I keep coming back to you. You're the only one that knows me. Love it when you hold me. I never
This
find
is
a love
100%
Wow. There we go.
When this life tries to keep us apart, you keep calling me back to your heart. Let me hear you say, so glad you found me, wrap you all around me. Never find a love like this.
What I like right here.
Never find a love like this.
Look out. Here you come.
Love like this.
Get it up. Get it out.
Never find a love like this.
Hey, that at least had a good edit. That was some tricky stuff to read on 1X. All right, let's see. Sorry, I'm kind of just skipping all of the talk about Pump It Up. I don't mind that y'all are talking about it. It's just not really relevant to this stream, so I'm kind of just skimming through it, and I may not respond to it. And so I'm not telling you to stop. I'm just saying, like, if I don't respond to it, that's why. Hopefully, I will do some Pump It Up streams sometime in the future, and then we can talk about Pump all the time. So, let's see. Night Saturn always wondered why Konami decided to go with more popular licenses. Didn't help and kind of destroy what was best about the game. So, I mean, I totally understand why they put the songs that they do in. Well, I guess to some extent I don't, because a lot of these songs I don't know, just because I don't really listen to like popular music, or I haven't in the last 20 years very much. But I mean, I'm sure it's just one of those things where, you know, they're getting the songs that are popular right then, whenever the game is coming out, so that they can put them on the front of the box, so that when you're looking at a game, you know, and you're like, oh yeah, I know that song. And if you're like, I don't think they're speaking to the actual DDR players with those songs. They're speaking to just, you know, whatever. People who might be interested in DDR, but have never played, or maybe have played a little bit but aren't like, you know, hardcore fans or anything, but they're just like, you know, browsing the shelf and they're like, oh, Dance Dance Revolution, oh yeah, I've heard of that, and they're like, oh, it has that song, cool, you know, and then maybe they'll pick it up and buy it. And it's not so much about it's basically name recognition, I think, is what they're going for. It's not so much this is a great DDR song, it's this is a popular song that people will recognize, and if we slap that title on the box, people will look at it and it'll like draw their eye, and they'll think about buying this game for an extra 3 seconds. So, in my case, like, this has been all of these licenses have been the number one reason I've been playing through all of these CS mixes, is because for the most part they do not appear in the arcade, and so it's kind of unique content. and I want to see it. But yeah, I mean, the quality of it has widely varied. Some of them have been fantastic, like, some of them are songs that I do like, and others are like, wow, these are great songs, they have great charts, and they're really fun. And then others are just like, why is this here? Like, I just, being as objective as I can be, even, it's just like, this has no business being here. Like, this is not even a danceable song. So, it is what it is, I guess. The songs in this mix are appropriate for a game like SingStar. Yeah, I mean, I get that. But like I said, I think it's more about popularity and recognition than it is about appropriateness for this particular game. I think it's kind of it's the same thing with like the driving games. There's some crazy songs in driving game soundtracks, and it's just like, wow. You're like, wow, they actually got this and it's fantastic. Or it's like, why is this here? That's fine. You just kind of invest in talking about old versions of a game we aren't even watching. Regen, I hope you'll still be around when I start doing Pump It Up streams, because I definitely welcome this conversation, because the interesting thing is, these streams are great. I mean, like, part of the reason I want to do these streams is to document the stuff that's in these games, because I think a lot of them haven't really been seen, or haven't been seen, in a decade. So it's nice to do that. But the truth is, I'm actually learning a lot myself, because for the most part, I have not played these games, and some of you have, and so, any kind of stories, or, tips or tricks, or any kind of stuff like that you can share about them, both with me and with, everybody in the chat, that's fantastic. So, I 100%, encourage your enthusiasm. It's just, in this case, since we're not playing Pump right now, I'm kind of just glossing over that, mostly for time. You haven't listened to the radio in 15 years. Yeah. This is not something I really do anymore. Why DJs are forced to pick requests instead of curating new tracks. Yeah. Pays the bills, right? I guess at the end of the day. Oh yeah, Euromix and stuff like that. I definitely want to get to those. I mean, we played a little bit of the European stuff, but it's definitely in the future. I want to play more of the European releases, because there's definitely some great stuff in there. Let's see. Regen, you're looking forward to it. Dance games aren't your type, but you're definitely more into Pump for the style. Actually, me too. I actually prefer Pump to DDR these days, but for some reason I play DDR more. But and also, like, I have to acknowledge, like, DDR is the more popular one, like, overall. So, it is what it is. But we'll get there. Oh yeah, let's good call, Fuchsia. Let's plug the Discord, right? So yeah, if you're not already in the Discord, there's an invite. If you are already in the Discord, we'll see you there. All right, let's get back to the game. I really don't want this to be another 4.5-hour stream, so I'm going to try and roll a little faster through this stuff. All right.
Select music.
Please, go.
Beach.
Get ready.
I kind of like the little flashing feet on the arrows, though. I don't know why. I guess it's just because it's something different.
Feel the vibe.
To the dark, dark sea comes the only world. Ships go by. It's the daily troll.
You've got the smooth moves.
Pew pew pew. What an odd little song.
Holy smokes! Full combo.
Yay, new people for the Discord. You like DDR now because it's got a lot of songs you're into? Yeah, I know Gorillaz, but I've not heard that song, and it was just it's kind of weird, honestly. And that's definitely one where I feel like, why is it here? Like, it wasn't a very dancey song. Yeah, Alapalooza. I was just mentioning earlier that it looks like
You've got
goods
a
do
new
not break
song.
combo anymore. Is that something that carried through to arcade? I haven't noticed.
Select music. Hey, Soul Sister.
Get set.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
I do know this song, but this also seems like another why DDR?
Feel in the groove now.
Your lipstick stains on the front lobe of my left side brains. I knew I wouldn't forget you, and so I went and let you blow my mind.
It wasn't terrible. It was the chart was kind of fun. It's just, I don't know, just slow.
Breaking records and taking names.
And that's the thing. It's like, it's not that I dislike the song. The song is fine. It's just DDR? Question marks. I think I mentioned the same thing about what was the Reflex in Extreme. Like, I like that song too, but for DDR, I don't know. It's just not.
Select music.
She's got it.
Wow.
Baby, she's got it.
All right, this one takes me back.
Ready? Start stepping. Nobody moves like you. You are tearing it up.
Burning like a silver flame. The summit of beauty and love.
You're blowing us away.
Venus wants a name. She's got it. Yeah, baby, she's got it.
This groove is all mine.
I'm your Venus. I'm your fire. Your desire.
You've got the smooth moves. You're smoking. I'm feeling the groove now. 100 combos. You are tearing it up.
I'm shaking my head thinking about that edit. So. But yeah, that is a dance song. So cool. It's old, but that's fine. Like, it works. Jared, you want me to play on the original pad? Oh man, you know, it's so funny because I've had my arcade machine since 2003, so that's actually the main reason I've never played most of the home versions, because it was like, I mean, I did have soft pads back in the day, but I mean, I noticed you you gave it a haha and all that kind of stuff. So, like, you know, like, they're not that fun. They're kind of a pain in the butt. They bunch up and they slide around and they're just not the best. And so, you know, I was playing mostly arcade stuff, and it's only been recently, now that I have the ability to play the home stuff on the arcade machine, that it's like, yeah, let's take a look at these, you know, when I can actually play it on equipment that's fun to play on. All right. Like, why bother? Yeah, that's what I'm saying is you know, when I'm talking about these songs where I'm just like, why? It's not that I necessarily dislike the song. Sometimes I do, but oftentimes it's not that the song is bad. It's just that, like, why is this in DDR? Like, what is it doing here? It doesn't really work. It doesn't work with this gameplay. And then you're right. It's just like, why bother? But it was probably one of those, like I said, they can slap it on the front of the box and somebody will recognize it and be like, oh yeah, I love that song, and we'll buy it. And then, who knows? You know, I'm kind of the opposite with DDR personally. I have found that there are, that there's a lot of music that I was introduced to through DDR or Pump or Beatmania or whatever, any of these music games, right? That I probably never would have heard otherwise. And then I'm like, oh yeah, this is great. I love this, you know? Like, frickin' Eurobeat. Like, I don't think I'd ever heard Eurobeat before DDR. And I love Eurobeat, you know? So, I mean, like, individual songs and also styles. So for me, it's a lot more about, like, playing the game and just seeing what's there and finding what I love, versus playing the game because I know that it has something that I love in it. But again, like I said, I don't think the licenses are speaking to it's not speaking to the players. It's speaking to the people that they want to try and bring into the game with something that's familiar to them. So I get it. Just sometimes it doesn't really work. IMO.
It's a
Select
quarter
music.
to one. I'm all alone and I need
Country music, huh? All right.
You now.
Prepare. Let's go!
There is very little country that I like.
Nobody
picture
moves
perfect
like you.
memories scattered all around the floor. Reaching for the phone 'cause I can't fight it
Dance all night.
and I wonder if I ever cross your mind. For me,
You
it
got the
happens
smooth
all the
moves.
time. It's a quarter after one. I'm all alone and I need you now.
Nobody
Said I
moves
wouldn't
like
go,
you.
but I
100
lost all
combos.
control and I need you now. And I don't know how I can do without. I just need you
Look
now.
out. Here you come.
I just need you now.
You got the smooth moves.
Oh,
200
baby, I
combos.
need you
Yes.
So yeah, there's very little country that I actually like. Mostly for me, country is like, can I tolerate it? That one's tolerable. Like, that one's okay. I don't hate that song, but oh man, there's a lot of country where it's just like, nope, turn off. You know, that would be interesting to me. This hasn't happened yet in any of these DDR streams where there's a song that I just absolutely revile, where it's just like, I'm not even gonna play that. So far I've been very completionist, like, it's like, okay, no, we're gonna play it, even frickin' Crash. But yeah. Anyway, Never mind. I have at least heard that song before, so that tells me that it's probably pretty mainstream. Because I definitely don't... I definitely never, like, choose to listen to country. Like, I never turn on country radio. If I hear country, it's usually because I'm with somebody else who likes it. Or because it's such a mainstream song that it gets played, you know, in a restaurant, you know, over the music system or whatever. Or maybe so mainstream that it gets played on, you know, like top 40 radio. But yeah. Pichu, do you like soft pads? Well, good. I have so many soft pads still. Because I have a bunch of, like, I have my original soft pads that I actually, like, purchased, which are my, which are for Dreamcast. Because my very first DDR that I ever bought was Dreamcast Second Mix. So I got that with a couple of pads. And then I have some Red Octane Ignition pads from back in the day. And those are all of the pads that I actually, like, bought on purpose, so to speak. And then... But I've got a bunch more from, like, various things where I ended up with the bundle rather than just the loose game. Like Mario Mix, Hottest Party, High School Musical 3, Disney Channel Edition. You know, like, I've got a bunch of pads from those games. Several of those games I just, like, won as prizes. So it's not even like I bought them. I just... happened to acquire them and with the pad. Other ones like Mario Mix, it's like I bought it, but I bought the bundle instead of the loose game. I'm not even sure if that came by itself. I think you might have had to buy the bundle, but I don't remember. Anyway, yeah. So I've got tons of pads, and they're fine, and there's ways to make them work okay. But this is DDR to me. I first started playing on an arcade machine. Like, this is what DDR is to me. So when it was like, oh, let's get the home version, and then I got the soft pads, I was like, oh. All right, let's see. Cascada. Nice. All right. All right. Moving on.
Full combo. Now that's where it's at.
It's a
Select music.
one.
Her name is Rio and she dances on the sand.
So much Duran Duran in DDR for some reason. Not like all at once, but it just like in general.
Get ready. Start stepping. Getting up, getting down.
Moving on the floor now, babe, you're a bird of paradise.
You got the smooth tone.
Your streamy smile, I suppose it's very nice. With a step to your left and a flick to the right, you catch the mirror way out west.
So, I'm noticing too, like, the background animations, the dancers, you know, they look good again, like they did in Hottest Party 3, and the dance animations are pretty good, and it looks like the dances are relatively unique to each song, not just kind of like generic moves. But one thing that looks different to me is it appears that they're doing probably the choreograph mode moves, because I saw them doing, you know, like a bunch of punches and then the swings and stuff like that, which a lot of that looks like kind of backward para or something like that. But and whereas the in Hottest Party 3, the dances that the background dancers were doing, a lot of them look like legit, you know, somebody actually choreographed this. You could probably perform this and not look like a complete idiot. Like pretty good dances. And so this, again, just feels like a slight step down, because, like I said, they're kind of doing the game dance. Which, again, at least it's still unique. It's just not quite as nice as what they were doing in Hottest Party 3. Again, in my opinion. Ugh. Talking about playing an arcade versus home, I just saw your comment there, Pichu. You only remember playing Pump It Up in the arcades, but that was way after you earned a functional brain. I don't know, something about that phrase just makes me laugh. Thanks for that. Who's ready for a worldwide block? We might be okay on this song, because it seems like the worst blocks have often been for the videos and not for the songs themselves. So since that one didn't have a video, we might be okay. Might have to mute it, but that's okay. Like, I'm less worried about muting songs than I am about having to actually like cut whole things out of the game or out of the video. Yeah.
Just keep going high. We've got a new song.
Select music.
So many pop-ups.
Got you.
I got you.
Get ready. Here we go.
Place to crash. I got you. No need to ask.
Dance
I
all
got you.
night.
Just get on the phone. I got you. Come and pick you up if I have to. What's weird about it?
This is
Where I had the
100%
end.
awesome.
Mad about it, just figured it out in my head. I'm proud to say I got you.
Look out. Here you come.
I'll be right, go ahead, baby, right. I'll be right, and when you need the place to ride
This is
to,
100% 100 combos.
I got you. I got you.
You're smoking.
Falling apart.
got you.
So I'm noticing with the font, when you complete a freeze, the OK that comes up kind of looks like, oh. So I keep seeing that coming up like, oh. I'm like, what? Oh, okay, got it.
It's a new high score.
Oh no, it's gonna make me play this song again?
Select music.
It's our day.
Why would you do this to me?
It cannot wait.
I wish it did like the other game where like the special songs that it would make you play,
Get
or the
ready.
specific songs that would make you play, were the ones that you were unlocking, which were all the Konami original ones.
I tried to beat you, but you're so hot that I melted. I fell right
This
through the
groove is
cracks.
almighty.
Now I'm trying to get back.
Then I don't have to replay a song like this.
Before the cool done run out, I'll be giving it my best. This and nothing's gonna stop me but divine intervention. I reckon it's again my
Dance
turn
all night.
to win some or learn some, but I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm yours.
You've got the smooth moves.
Well, open up your mind and see like me. Open up your plans and damn, you're free. I look into your heart and you'll find love,
feeling the groove now.
love, love. Listen to the music of the moment. People dance and sing. We're just one big family, and it's our God-forsaken right to be loved.
100 combos.
Love, 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 love. So I won't hesitate no more, no more.
Nobody
It
moves like you.
cannot wait. I'm sure there's no need to complicate. Our time is short. This
You're
is
blowing us
our
away.
fate. I'm yours. Do you, but do you want to come on? Scooch on over closer, dear. And I will never do
That ended it all. But the thing is, like, I like the song just fine. The song's fine. Not for DDR. Come on. Alright. Hey, Dad, how you doing tonight? You remember this game having 4-player support, Pichu? Yeah, I think all of the Hottest Party, all the Wii U titles have 4-player support. I've seen it come up in the demos, and it's just crazy, just seeing like all those sets of arrows, which is wild. But yeah, obviously I can only do 2, but really I can only do 1 because it's just me. So, oh well. I just wish there were doubles. I want doubles. Actually, ooh. Is that a thing? Because I think someone was saying doubles is in the next game, DDR2. Can you do versus doubles? That would be awesome. I would love to see versus doubles. I'm guessing it doesn't happen, but that would be cool. Your Mario Mix mat works better than your Wii ones? Aren't they basically the same thing? I thought they were basically the same thing.
Full combo. Way to play it.
Alright. Time to play another specific song, I guess.
Select music.
I never meant to start a war. You know I
100% awesome.
One word turns into war. Why is it the smallest
Look
things
out.
that
Here you
tear us
come.
down? My world's nothing when you're gone. I'm out here without a shield. Can't go
You're
back now.
smoking.
Both hands tied behind my back for nothing. Oh no,
You're
these times
blowing
when
us
we
away.
climb so fast to fall again. Why we gotta fall for it
100 combos.
I never meant to start a war. You know I never wanna hurt you. Don't even know
Feeling the groove now.
why does love always feel like a battlefield? A battlefield.
You're smoking.
Why does love always feel like a battlefield? A battlefield. A battlefield. Why does
You are
love always
tearing it
feel
up.
like we could pretend that we are friends tonight? And in the morning we wake
200
up and be
combos.
alright. 'Cause baby we don't have to fight. And I don't want this love to feel like a
Look out. Here you come.
battlefield. A battlefield. Why does love always feel like a battlefield? A battlefield. A battlefield. Guess you better go and get your armor. Get your armor.
Feeling the groove now.
Go and get your armor. Get your armor.
We're getting up 300 combos.
That edit was a little bit iffy. Not the worst. Definitely not the best. Yeah, versus doubles. I would what would I do? I would collect all of. Do I have enough Wii mats for versus doubles? I don't think I do. I think I only have 2 actually Wii compatible mats. So bummer. But I would like to see that. I'll be looking for it. Somebody, if I don't remember, well, I guess it won't. Well, I guess I can. I can tell Dolphin that there's 4 pads, even though 2 of them won't do anything. But we can see if it actually allows double, or sorry, versus double. Double is something else, which I would love to do. I would love to do 16 panel, like a 16 panel double. Like, that would be fun as hell. Same thing on Pump. A 20 panel double. Yes, please, bring it. I would love it.
Full combo. Way to bring it.
Any song. Keep going. Push the button. Moving on. Do the thing. Play some Kesha, apparently. Alrighty. I didn't look to see how many licenses there are. And if we're
Ready?
like pretty far through, or
Let's
we
go.
got a lot to go left. A lot left to go.
With what we are,
This groove is all
we
right.
should be. So if it's just tonight,
This is 100% awesome.
let it live and die. This is our last chance to get
Like you.
'Cause our world's spinning at the speed of light.
You're blowing us away. 100 combos.
Now just come alive. This is our last chance to give it go. 'Cause I won't be alive. The night is fading, heart is
You're blowing us away.
now just come like we're gonna die.
This is 100% awesome.
Boy, I'm getting a little tricky with some of those freezes. Some of the Ultra Mix games have 3 and 4 pad doubles. Yes. All right. Well, you've just I wanted to play them anyway, but you've just raised my my want to see it factor. Now, the thing that sucks is I can't do it. Like, I don't have the equipment to actually do 3 or 4 pad doubles, but the fact that it actually exists makes me happy.
Just keep going higher.
Nice.
We've got a new song.
Oh no! No! It's gonna make me play this song again.
Select music.
What if I just don't? What happens if you don't play it? I just want to find out. So, if I don't play this song and I play something else,
'Cause we belong together.
fucking Kelly Clarkson, does it just fail all of those challenges and then bring up another set? Because if it does that, then I'm okay. But if it like makes me do it again, if it like is not going to give me any more challenges until I do that one, then
Suck without you.
you're gonna hear me bitch and moan in a minute.
Sorry, you're standing at my door. Guess this means you take
This song
back
is the bomb.
all you said before. Like how much you wanted anyone but me. Said you never come back, but here you are again.
Groove is almighty.
'Cause we belong together. Yeah.
Keep this party rocking.
You got a piece
Look out. Here you come. 100 combos.
Maybe I was stupid,
Dance all night.
telling you goodbye. Maybe I was wrong for trying to
You're
pick a
smoking.
fight. I know that I've got issues, but you're pretty messed up too.
Feel the vibe.
Either way, I found out I'm nothing
200 combos.
'cause we belong together.
You're blowing us away. Look out. Here you come.
So just to be clear, I actually like Kelly Clarkson just fine. Okay, so it just fails me on all of those. But the question is, will the next time, will it challenge me to something else? Or is it going to make me stick here? But let me finish talking about Kelly Clarkson. So I actually like Kelly Clarkson just fine. It's Belinda hates Kelly Clarkson, but because she's just like, you know, her music is like the epitome of pop music. Like, it is, you know, empty, fluff, garbage beat, like head bopping songs, just like, yeah, 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 like, but there's not really anything there, which, like, she abhors. That's like that's totally my aesthetic though. Like, I love that shit. So it just happens to be like most of the music I like, Belinda hates. Most of the music Belinda likes, I am usually fine with. I'm kind of one of those, like, I can appreciate good music, but I also love trash. Like, I love shitty pop music. So, oh well. Ooh, so Jay, you're talking about pop and music for Wii. So we've talked about this before on stream, that it is like very, very much not like regular pop and music, since it's like motion controlled. But I would love to see it. I have not played it, so I can't really speak to it. But most people's opinion of it has been kind of best. So I don't know. Yeah, you're talking Night Saturday, you're talking about Kelly Clarkson, and I get that. I totally get it. And especially given the way that Kelly Clarkson, like, you know, came up through American Idol, of course, like, it's the label that's programming all of this shit. And whether that's something that she's really into or not, I mean, that's pretty much how a lot of pop artists go, right? Like, especially their first album, but even their first 2 or 3 albums, unless and until they become successful, you know, are all just like the label saying, here's some songs, sing these, chuck it out the door, let's make millions, right? So of course it's that kind of stuff. But that's the thing, is like, I actually love that stuff. And I know it's garbage. Like, I recognize that it's garbage, but I for whatever reason, I actually like being marketed to. Like, people are always like, man, I can't believe you don't have ad block. I like ads. I like ads when they show me stuff that I was probably going to buy anyway, and they offer me a coupon. You know, it's like, you know that thing that you were just looking at this store? Well, here's 20% off. All right, fine. Great. Thank you. I will buy it now. It's like, I'm perfectly happy to get marketed to if there's something in it for me. You know, and with pop music, you know, it's kind of like, what's in it for me? It's like, well, it's a mood, right? It's just like, oh yeah, I feel good about this now. Like, it's got a nice beat, and you know, it makes me feel good. And I know that it only makes me feel good because of all of the, you know, bullshit garbage tricks that they've learned about how to construct pop music to evoke a certain feeling, you know. But for me, it's like, fine, I will allow it. Bring it. Give it to me, you know. Whereas I think somebody with more discerning taste, like, you know, Belinda, she's like, no, I know all of those tricks, and that's what makes me mad about it, because they're not doing something good. Like, they're not doing something new, they're not doing something fresh, they're not doing something interesting. And, you know, I actually do appreciate that kind of stuff too. It's just that I guess I'm not, I will allow myself to be, to be fed, you know, a garbage diet of high calorie, low nutritional value music. So. But you know, it's weird because I'm talking about ads though. Like I hate broadcast television because of all the ads. But I think it's because it's an interruption. You know, it's like I'm watching a show and it's like every 10 minutes, it's not even that, right? It's like every 8 minutes you're going to feed me 3 minutes of ads or something like that. And it just kind of like breaks the flow. Like if you show me an ad at the beginning of a video, I'm fine. If you show me an ad at the end of the video, that's fine too. You know, and then of course, like if I'm looking at web pages, if they're just kind of like around and I can scroll past them or I can look at them, either way, like that's not an intrusion to me. So I'm okay with that. and exactly the same thing, like when I say like I like being marketed to, I'm the same way. Like if I go to a restaurant and I'm looking at the menu, you know, if there's something on the menu that has a big box around it that says like featured or new, you know, it's something that draws my eye to it, I'm likely to order that. Like, okay, fine. Tell me what I want to eat. I don't care. So, it's like, I know all of those things. I know all of the tricks that they're trying to play. But to me, it's not a trick. It's like, that's a technique. That's fine. You know, I accept it. I will accept that you have used this technique on me. And I will congratulate you if it works. Alright, give me a new challenge, please. Okay, good. It will just let me move on. Fantastic. Alright, I don't have to be super angry. Not that I was going to get super angry anyway. I was just going to probably go into a rant. But I'm actually not that good at those, so I'm glad that it wasn't bad.
So fine.
Prepare.
I'll be your sunshine, you can be mine. You'll be my wind chime, I got the rhyme. We'll have a good time,
This song
make up
is
your
the ball.
mind. Roll with me, girl, you're so fine. Girl, just let me be there for you anytime. It's so fine. For you,
This is 100% awesome.
I got rock out and wine. Mash up my brain and mash up my mind. Bad man, and that's when them nine. I'll be your sunshine. Listen my voice, listen my vocal.
Keep this party rockin'.
I'm gonna give it its love total, medical, and it's antidotal. Oh yeah. Cause we are the top pro gal, international or local. Your man don't got it like me.
You are tearing it up.
Your man don't talk. He ma broke out the diamond and the opal. He ma try by love, but now the love stall. Look like him don't have no hope at all. Him now come good with the approach at all. And him up like big China photo all.
Yes.
Every man go and find new protocol. This beat, and the man difficult. I won't fall. Let me be there for you anytime. It's so fine. For you,
You're smoking.
it's so fine. My girl broke out and wine. Wash on my brain, you want mash on my mind. Bad man, and that's where them nine. I'll be your sunshine. I'll be your sunshine.
Yes.
You can be mine. You'll be my wind chime. I got the rhyme. We'll have a good time. Make up your mind. Roll with me, girl.
100 combos.
Girl, just let me be there for you anytime. It's so fine. For you, I find the longest line. It's so fine. My girl,
You
broke
are
out and wine.
tearing it
Wash
up.
on my brain, you want mash on my mind. Bad man, and that's where them nine. I'll be your sunshine this time. Just let me be there for you anytime. It's so fine. For you,
You're
I find the
smoking.
longest line. It's so fine. My girl, broke out and wine. Wash on my brain, you want mash on my mind. Bad man, and that's where them nine. I'll be your sunshine.
Man, we talk about all kinds of crazy stuff in this stream, don't we? Listen to me talk about being like, well, I'm just ignoring the talk about pump because this isn't about pump, and then I go off and talk about marketing, right? Like, okay, good job, me. Yeah, Like, I am perfectly happy to subscribe to all of the different streaming services for video, and if it costs a little bit extra to not get ads, I will totally do it. Because, like I said, I'm okay with, like, an ad to start, but, like, if you're interrupting me in the middle of a video, no thanks. And, the same, but strangely enough, like, probably, and I've said this before, the one streaming subscription that I use the most, that I have and use the most, is actually YouTube Premium. Both Belinda and I both watch a ton of YouTube. Belinda will just turn it on like the television and just let it autoplay for, you know, like hours while she's working or doing something else. And man, it's so nice to just let it run and not have any ads at all, like, ever. Totally worth it for that. But anyway, okie dokie. And Lahe, you said Bimani got you into stuff that isn't Eurobeat or electronic music in general. Yeah, I mean, Eurobeat was just one example of, like, music that I would not have ever even I probably would never have even discovered had it not been for DDR or music games in general. And yeah, it's great. It's been great that way. Although what ends up happening is that means that I am a little bit more selective about the music that I want to hear. Like, I almost never listen to the radio, like just live radio. The ads on that are kind of obnoxious too. Like, that drives me crazy. But I'm usually, you know, will like listen to a playlist on YouTube Music or like my own stuff or something like that. And it's oftentimes a lot of stuff that I've, you know, curated from other places. Like, you know, here's a big hunk of Bimani songs that I love. Something like that. But all right. Let's
Just keep going hard.
Girl, just let me be there for you anytime. It's you.
all right. Some Lady Gaga. I'm okay with this for sure.
Bad romance.
Get ready. It's the beat. Keep this party rocking. You got the smooth moves. We're getting up, getting down. 100 combos. This groove is almighty. You're smoking. This song is the bomb. 200 combos. This is 100% awesome. I'm feeling the groove now.
Hey, that was a good... It was a good edit of that song. And, you know, I'm a little bit torn, because I actually really like that song. I didn't really love it in DDR, though. Like, that chart was kind of, so-so. It was fine. It was fine. I didn't like it. I didn't like playing that in DDR as much as I like that song in general.
Full combo? I can't believe my eyes!
Select music.
How many more of these you got? 1, 2, 3. Oh, we're getting real close to the end. Nice. Okay. Real close to the end of the licenses, I guess.
Celebration.
Get set. Here we go.
Let's celebrate. There's a party going on right here. A celebration to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate your party with you. Come on now. Let's all celebrate and have a good time.
You're smoking.
And have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on.
You're smoking.
It's a celebration. Celebrate good times. Come on.
Be in the groove now.
Let's celebrate. Good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's
100
alright.
combos.
We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright, baby.
You are
We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright. We're gonna have a good time tonight.
Feel the vibe.
Let's celebrate. It's alright.
That edit was, like, it ended at an okay place, but I kind of wish they hadn't faded it, and just ended it on that beat and just, like, done a hard cut, because it was just kind of weird, especially having steps all the way up to the end, but the song's already fading out. Like, that's a little bit weird, but not terrible.
Breaking records and taking names.
Whenever I see Beatmania US, I always look at it and I think it says bums. Bums. Bums, bums, bums.
You've got a new song.
Select music.
Alright, Love Shack.
Love Shack.
Ready? It's the beat.
If you say
I stepped off too soon. I don't know what I was expecting for that, but actually that was really fun. That was a fun chart. And I heard the edit. It was fine. Like, I only heard it because, like, I know how the song's supposed to go, so I heard where it was like, oh, that was a cut. Like, they did it fine. Like, musically, it worked perfectly. And then, of course, like, the song ends with the actual end of the song. Great. Wonderful. You did a good job. So, I know I keep calling out when the edits are bad, but when they, I'll give them credit when they're good. That one was a good one. All right. Anyway, who said it? Kev? Playing copyright music? That's all I do. That's like 70% of my streams. And it's totally fine. They do. They sometimes, oftentimes, most of the time, 90+% of the time, it just means that I can't monetize. I don't care. I'm not monetized anyway. But then sometimes I have to mute or edit the replay to take out stuff. That's a bummer, but it's not that big of a deal either. But only one time, and it's always on the replay, like the archive version. Only one time has a stream ever been blocked live. When I was playing Technica over New Year's, DJ Max Technica, the stream actually got blocked during the live when I played the full version of Step by Kara for the video. I guess it was claiming the video, and it actually did just like block the stream while it was going. That's the only time that's ever happened to me. And yeah, it was interesting. Okay, so watch me play Kelly Clarkson again, but I learned that I don't have to, so let's play the last song.
Select music.
Right, this is, yeah, because then these are lesson by DJ. Alright, let's do it.
Crush.
Get set. Let's move. Getting up, getting down. You're smoking. Look out, here you come. This is 100% awesome. 100 combos. Dance all night.
Don't you know that we're alone now? I need something to sing about.
You are tearing it up.
Don't you know, baby, we're all alone now. I need something to sing about. Rock and roll. Don't you know, baby, we're all
You blew us a 200 combo.
nothing compares to fighting in your own. Trust the one, two. I was just
song is the bomb. You are tearing it up.
You didn't do it. It's true, I didn't. So in that song, I did notice there was like a full-on glitch. Like, not only did I hear it, but like the scroll kind of chopped for like a frame or two too, and I was like, ooh. So yeah, I know you can't see it, but my computer's over here. Ooh, it's nice and toasty too. I guess I might have to do a little bit of tweaking to kind of like turn something down to give it just a little bit more power for the game, so we don't run into those for the next stream. But overall, it's running pretty well, so I can't complain too much. Will I play the lesson songs? So, Lahe, I noticed you said you like how the announcer says crush, crush, crush. I mentioned this in the last stream. I'm a little bit curious, like, what the direction was for the voice. Like, obviously somebody handed them a list of the songs that were in the game, and I wonder like what they said, like how he should read them, because they're just so. Some of them are just so over the top. Like, it's fun. It adds a lot of energy and it's cool. But it's just like, wow, all right. Pump it up, pump it up. Oh wait, that's a different game. Haha. Yeah, I did play through all the lessons. And actually in previous streams, and I played through lesson 4 today because it had the Wiimote stuff in it. Which interestingly I wasn't able to skip, but fortunately it worked. So, all right. Well, I guess that's it for all the licensed songs.
Select music.
So I can open it up to some what do you call, requests. If there's anything anybody wants to see, let me know. Let me see what's even in here. I don't know if everything is unlocked yet. I'm guessing not. Nice. Oh. Yeah, okay, so definitely things are not unlocked because there's only like 6 songs here.
Let me hear you say right, left,
Select dance.
I'm a little bit curious if I
Select style.
back out.
Select record data. Select number of players. Select mode.
Okay, so there's no additional modes or anything. And now I have to go back through all of that.
Select number
Amazing!
of players. Select record data. Select style. Select dance. Select music.
Peachy, go ahead and just request here in the chat. Okay, so I guess that's not open yet, but Geisha's dream is, so we can do this.
Somewhere deep inside, there's a place for you and me, where we can find our dreams.
I'm too lazy to do a 9 right now.
Gruffy Dreamings.
Prepare. Let's go!
I wish they had actually just left the controllers in their hands, because it looks so weird with them just holding it like this.
This song is the bomb. You've got the smooth moves. You're blowing us away. You are tearing it up. This groove is all might. 100 combos. Look out. Here you come. This is 100% awesome. Dance all night. 200 combos.
That didn't feel that different as a remix. I like the song though, so I'm not complaining.
Breaking records and taking names.
So since it doesn't look like there's very many unlocked at the moment, I think I'm just gonna play them, and hopefully we'll unlock some more. And Pichu's Pies, did I play an extreme bootleg? I mean, I have played. What are you thinking? Like, what was it, like Mega Mix and Extreme Plus? Like those bootlegs? Is that what you're talking about?
Select music.
So yeah, I think I'm just gonna go just play those because there's not that many. Or wait,
Select dance.
you know what I can do?
Select style. Select record data. Select number of players. Select mode.
I think this is the last time I get to do this. Because after this, there isn't a next game to play to unlock it. Don't fall off and slippery when you're yeah, those are the ones. So I guess we'll get a. I'm not gonna let the intro play because I don't want to see it. I want to see it next time. Sure. Do I want to unlock the songs for the last one? Yes. I did it. Okay, great. Now, wait. Can I just stop it there? Let's do that. Stop. Yep, let's cheat. Well, yeah, you all are asking for songs that aren't unlocked, and I don't feel like spending 4 hours on stream again. So let's just get them unlocked. Let's move along.
Select mode. Select number of players. Select record data. Select style. Select dance. Select music.
Okay, so here we are. A 10, huh? I'm trying to decide if I even want to try it. Like, the answer is no, I don't, actually. I'll do the difficult. Hopefully I can do a 9. Oh, look. It still does this thing.
New York Evolve.
Whoa! Yikes. Alright, I'm glad I didn't try the 10.
Breaking records and taking names.
You know, honestly, the only thing I feel bad about cheating in this case is not seeing the credits. Although I think some of the other games you could just watch the credits, so hopefully that's a thing that you can do in this one too. I got the fast. Or are there multiple versions of that song? Fun. Stuff is out of my league, man. I think I may be good to a 14. Oh wait, look. What were we talking about? Credits. How about that? So far this video is kind of weak though. There we go. Mildly better. Woo!
Select music.
Oh. It brings me right back here. Amazing. Alright. I feel like with that, with the glow stick credit sequence. This should be Dance Dance Revolution, am I right? Yep. Alright, somebody asked for this. I'm still skipping tens. If Max 300 is here, I will attempt that. Otherwise, I'm just laying off tens. No tens.
I feel weak, but I never can explain why I need your sweet love.
That still felt like a pretty hard 8.
It's a new high score.
All right. A lonely rave. One dancer. Yeah, that's true. Hey, Lahe, you were asking why are there multiple versions of the same licensed song? Do you mean in the credits? I think what it's doing is it was crediting like writing credits and like recording credits separately. That's probably why you saw some of those come up more than once, if that's what you're asking. All right. Hey, I am going to take a very quick break. And just like a minute or two. And I'll be right back in just a second, and then we'll do some more requests and round this out for the night. So just give me a real quick second, I'll be right back. All right, I am back. The truth is I I had to pee. And all the jumping around was not helping at all. It was about to be bladder exposition. So yeah, that's all. Okay, let's take a look. So I know there were a few requests earlier, but I did not make a note of them, and I'm not going to look back. So I'm going to start with. I see Dreamin' Can Make a Wish Come True. And True Love. And Private Eye. Okay. So I can do those, and then we'll see how I feel after that.
Select music.
I guess I should look at Hottest Party 3 also, right? But oops. Yep. There we go.
Wish come true.
Prepare. Here we go. I'm loving it. Dance all night. Get it up. Get it down. 100 combos. You are tearing it up. You're blowing us away. Keep this party rocking. I'm loving it. You are tearing it up. Look out. Here you come.
For a minute, I thought that was going to be a bad edit for an original song. I was like, "What's going on?" But okay, like a tag at the end like that. That's
It's a new
perfect.
high score.
I can accept that. All right, what was next? True Love.
Select music.
Come on.
Was there? Was that a? Did I miss it somewhere? So I didn't see True Love, but I do see Private Eye. I thought I saw it anyway. There it is. Oh, that wasn't a request? Okay. We were just talking about it? That's fine!
Private Eye. Prepare.
Well, are there any other requests then?
I need to get some sleep, but why tonight?
This song is the bomb. This groove is all mine. I'm feeling the groove now. Get it up, get it down. You've got the smooth moves. 100 combos. Let's get it up, get it down. Feel the vibe. You're smoking. Keep this party rocking.
Not sure what my problem was on that one. Some of those I just completely read them wrong. Oh well.
Just keep going higher.
So Alapalooza wants Sugar Apple Mix. Okay, I can do that. And Kev, U-Beat is definitely coming up. I definitely want to do it. I know I'm gonna finish out the Wii DDR, the Wii DR games. So I expect, and I'm probably gonna take a look at one of the European ones that has some interesting, like, unique stuff on it, and just kind of a glancing blow at the Japanese ones, because apparently there's a few songs that are unique to those, but I'm probably not going to spend a ton of time on those. But I imagine that I will be on the Wii DDR games for at least another week, possibly two, depending on how quickly I get through them and what kinds of things people want to see. Because I also want to kind of go back through, I mentioned at the beginning of this stream, I want to go back through Hottest Party 3, Dance Dance Revolution, this game, and Dance Dance Revolution 2, and specifically hit the Wiimote and balance board features just to kind of see what they are. Again, I probably won't spend a ton of time on them, but I'll probably like combine all of that into one stream actually. But that's going to be, just another little bit. And then after that, my plan is to go to Ghidorah, because I think I can make it work. Crossing fingers. I was wanting to go to Ghidorah after Poppin' anyway, so like DDR has been kind of a detour. But then after Ghidorah, who knows? U-Beat, I could do U-Beat. It, like I said, it's gonna be a little while. I would say probably at least a month before I get there, but keep checking in. And I didn't say this, but I try and announce streams, a couple days in advance, and you can see what I'm doing. So hopefully, when you see I'm doing U-Beat, you'll be like, yeah, let's watch. So, okay, Suguru.
Select music.
What's that up? Is it in here? I do not.
Come on, let me
I
hear
do not
you
see
say
it.
right, left, up, right, left, up, right, left, up, right.
But while I'm waiting for somebody else with a request, I will play this one because I played 1 and 2 on the last game, I think, right? But I don't think this was on there. So let's check it out.
Party 3.
Get set. It's the beat.
I'm ready with my back to the wind, and I will fly higher than I ever have been.
This is
I'll follow
100%
my dreams. My
awesome.
destiny is waiting for me. I am on my way, heading for a
Keep this party rocking.
Memories I will leave behind. Now I decide where love
You are tearing it up. names.
Okay. So downtown instead, that's fine. And check the character select screen.
Select music.
Yes, I did both of those things. Wait,
Select style.
I'm dumb. Character select is in here now, right?
Select music. My dancer. Select character.
Okay, so
Reina.
we got Reina,
Yuji.
Yuji,
Cordia. Nova. June.
we know all these, right?
Naoki.
Man, look at that outfit. That's wild.
Yuichi. Dinah. Bridget. Seiha. Bosa. Harmony. Ruth. Nova. Hip. Hop.
Nice. Hip and hop.
Hop.
They just
Hip.
changed the hair color. Nice. And I guess these are not a thing. That's interesting. So, was there anything new there? I didn't see anything new.
My dancer. Select music.
Downtown. Clang.
Downtown.
Prepare. Here we go. We're getting up, getting down. You're smoking. This is 100% awesome. 100 combos. Look out. Here you come. This is 100% awesome.
There is no doubt.
200 combos. You are tearing it up. Feeling the groove now.
Yay!
Full combo? I can't believe my eyes.
Alright, Kev. Have I heard of Cure Pop Princess and Pop Town? I have not. Are those games? Tell me more. Yeah, I thought those three at the bottom were going to be secret characters or something, but then it was like, but everything should be unlocked. So I was like, well, alright. I feel like they should have redesigned that menu. Like having spots that you can't ever unlock, or it just seems weird. Like, just remove those 3 blocks. Problem solved, right? Jay, has anybody made fan art for my channel? Yeah, sort of. There's been some in the Discord, and who was it? Somebody made like a Friday Night Funkin' mod with me in it. That was weird. But yeah, apparently it has been done. So yeah. And Pichu, sorry you gotta go, but have a good night. Hopefully see you next time. It's a game. Go to the Sushi Bites video. Alright, I'll check it out after the stream. Okay, are there any other requests that anybody has? We are at the, if your art wasn't joke MS Paint art, you'd make something. Hey, joke MS Paint art is, if it's funny, it's still funny. It doesn't have to be high quality if it's just to be good. So, feel free if you want. Anyway, so yeah, we're at the 3-hour mark now, so I can definitely just kind of like wrap this up. But if there's any last second requests that anybody has, go ahead and throw them out at me. I can do a couple more songs. Otherwise, I'm going to start wrapping it up for tonight.
Select music.
This just sounds wild. Let me try this.
Get ready. Let's move. Dance all night. Look out. Here you come. This groove is all might. 100 combos. Look out. Here you come. You've got the smooth moves. I'm loving it. You're smoking. Look out. Here you come. You're blowing us away.
Man. I felt like I was on the wrong foot basically that whole song.
Breaking records and taking names.
And these timing windows are enormous. There was definitely some place in there where I hit 2 eighth notes out of sequence, like reverse from each other, and it was like, it took it. It didn't break combo. I think it gooded both of them, but it was like, wow, all right. Can I play Magic Parade? Sure.
Select music.
Now
Alapalooza, I like your rendition of that song.
Hooray!
That's funny.
Start stepping. You've got the smooth moves. 100 combos. You've got the smooth moves. 200 combos. Keep this party rocking. Yeah, 300 combos. Full combo. Way to bring it.
Yeah, Naoki's outfit is definitely pretty fabulous. Love it. Will I play DDR PS3? Maybe. It will be slightly difficult for me to. I don't have a PS3, and I'm pretty sure emulation won't work well for that. I know I can get a PS3. It'll just depend on like how the controls work. What were the dance pads for PS3? Were they? Could you use the PS2? The PS2 ones with an adapter? Because it was USB, right? Well, they were wireless controllers, but the wired controllers were USB and not the big PlayStation controller port. So if it will work by using PlayStation 2 controllers through a USB adapter, then that should work. If it requires USB native, that'll be a little bit more difficult to do an adapter for. So I don't know. I will try, but I can't promise anything, and it's going to be a little while. Because definitely after these Wii ones are done, I want to move on to something else. I'll come back to DDR, don't worry, but at least initially, or at least right after the Wii games, I want to move on to another game. So, and you're right, that song sounds like a licensed song, but I guess it's an original. It was pretty good though. I liked it. Oh, that was laughter, Jay? I wasn't sure. I thought it looked like stomach pain. And no, we did not have the maximum tune guy, so that was nice. All right, well, should we leave it there, or is there anything else anybody wants to see before I go? I can definitely, I would definitely be fine leaving it I'm actually a little bit hungry, so probably gonna go. I I had a taco right before the stream, but I'm ready to eat again. Burn some calories. So, anyway, the island song. Okay, let's do that, and I think let's just make that the last one, okay? If that's all right with you all.
Select music.
And like I said, I want to come back to this one with to play the Wii specific stuff. So if there's a song that you didn't get to see in this, I should be playing this game again before too long. So don't worry, I'll try and take some more requests then, because I think the Wii stuff is not going to be super big. It's mostly just like, what does this look like? Play a couple of songs. Cool. Or heck, I could play those songs with the Wiimote stuff, and that would be fine too. So anyway, all right. So let's
The island song.
round this out.
Get ready. Here we go. Feel the vibe.
In the rhythm of the amplitude, deep ocean crashes on dead rocks below.
You're smoking.
Wind out fills the sky, and the warm breeze brushes by. Just another island evening under the glow. So
Get it up. Get it down.
the sun will be shining, 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 shining to bring life to everything. It's time
100 combos.
come another beginning. Shine on another day. It's time to share and dip on the
Dance all
Can you feel
night.
that heat? Life is always sweet. Can you feel that heat? Even if my island dream is just a dream.
Feel the groove now. You are tearing it up.
Way to go. I comboed the whole thing, and then this is the last step. Give myself a pat on the back for that masterful performance. Dope.
Breaking records and taking names.
One more extra song. You want to see Space Dog, we can't always get what we want. Haha. I don't think that song is in this game though, right? Otherwise I might have thought about it. Alright, anyway. Well, hey, this one was fun too. Man, Hottest Party 3 is so good though. So good. So it is definitely still number one in my heart. But this was not bad. This was definitely good. I don't know if I would call this number two. Like I said, I'm really bad about having favorites of anything anyway, so like even like ranking things even seems kind of crazy to me. Like Hottest Party 3, by far, my favorite home mix so far. This one, not quite as good. Pretty decent though. So, yeah. They didn't ruin it. So, good on that. Anyway, I look forward to playing Dance Dance Revolution 2 next time. Sometime in the next couple of days, or next few days. And I hope to see you all there. Oh, it's that country song? Oh, you're right. All right, I'm definitely not playing that. Ha 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 ha. Anyway. But I did appreciate the reference. How about that? So, all right. So, yeah, thanks for watching again. As always, hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time for Dance Dance Revolution 2. Have a good night, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.